move forward in a positive way. And I wonder if that's happening today through the sort of confessional that we're seeing.
Now, I wonder if this, I want to put this to you, McHugh, I wonder if this relates to the things we've been talking about earlier on. We said before that used to be big collective political movements, feminism obviously one of them, and now it's much more individual. Is this what's happened, that we've gone from collective experiences to just individual feelings, do you think?
Well, it's an important element of that, and what we're left with is this most debased kind of form of human connection, where what we've all got in common is that we can all go and have a good cry together. And I think this is something where Tony Blair's manipulation of the idea of the people's princess, he really understands that, and his idea is the nation that weeps together keeps together. You know, at least if we can get everyone to kind of grieve publicly, on demand, because there's no choice about it. This is what emotional correctness, as Joan talked about, means, that there's only one emotional reaction you can show, and at least we can show the nation's got something in common.
Sort of coercive about it. After the Diana thing, a lot of people said, this shows you we've become a nation who are less reserved, stiff upper lip has gone, we can now talk to each other. Which of those two choices, being gushy and confessional like we are now, or stiff upper lip and reserved like we used to be, would you prefer? Do we have to choose, or which one would you prefer?
Well, I mean, part of me, you know, we're so surrounded by this stuff, and it is so lachrymose and so depressing, that part of me thinks, why don't we all just get back in denial, you know, fine and private place? But I don't think that's right. I think that the women's movement did show that the important thing is to look at these experiences and place them in a context and use them as a spur to action. I think that slowly got debased into, all you have to do is tell your story, and then you'll feel better. And I think Princess Diana actually sort of played into that, told her story, told everyone she was a victim, and what you end up with is an awful kind of paralysis where everyone is competing to tell their stories of how badly they've been done to, and no action stems from that.
Joan Smith, speaking the truth from her heart, no doubt, but not for the first time. Trevor Beattie is going to get the very last word.
Beattie.
Our Premier, which art in power.
Our Premier, which art in power.
Tony, be thy name.
Tony, be thy name.
Thy millennium dome come.
Thy millennium dome come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
By Mendelssohn.
By Mendelssohn.
As it was in opposition.
As it was in opposition.
Give us this day our NHS Viagra.
Give us this day our NHS Viagra.
And lead us thoroughly into temptation.
And lead us thoroughly into temptation.
But deliver us from penalties against the Germans.
But deliver us from penalties against the Germans.
For thine is the cool kingdom,
For thine is the cool kingdom,
the power and no Tories.
power and no Tory.
But why ever, and why ever, Harriet? Harmon.
The Sunday service from Father Trevor Beattie. My thanks to my guests, Joan Smith, McHugh and Andrew Calcutt. That's it for Zeitgeist tonight and for this series. Good night.
Oh, thank God that's over with. I never wanted to do this series in the first place, you know. Fancy a pint? Taxi!